God, this font is small. Do I have animal crackers? I bought animal crackers. I haven't eaten animal crackers, I think, in like 20 years. Not as good as I remember. A little disappointing. Alright, so I usually somehow totally miss the boat on making these videos for VIB sale recommendations, but Sephora surprised us all. It's August. Usually there's one in springtime and then around like the holidays, so I have no idea what's happening, but we have a sale going on. So from August 24th to September 3rd, it's the Rouge sale, and then the VIB and Insider starts on August 30th. So if you've had stuff on your wish list or you need to stock up on things that you already love, now is a good time because everything is 20% off or 15% off. So I have some makeup, skincare, hair products, random recommendations, that things I think would be good to pick up during the sale. These aren't all of my like holy grail Sephora items because I feel like a lot of them you guys have heard me talk about 5 million times. Some of these are those products, but I threw some others in there too, just things that I think might be useful for a lot of people. So if you're excited for this video, you can give it a thumbs up. If you're new here and you want to stick around, I upload every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific time. You can subscribe. Most of it I'm wearing on my face right now too, so you guys can see how it looks on. And this is not a sponsored video, but you guys know I love Ebates. If you're shopping the sale already, you might as well use Ebates. You can stack it with sales, so you just get extra cash back and then you'll get your 20% off. I'll have the link for Ebates down below. It is a referral link. This isn't sponsored. All right. I have a big box down here. I have no room on this table to put shit because it's this shit storm on here. How many times did I just say shit? All right, so we're gonna start out with the eyeshadow palette that I'm wearing on my eyes right now. And this comes with like an honorable mention because rest in peace Naked palette. Urban Decay is discontinuing the original Naked palette. I feel like this should be making like headlines for the beauty community these past couple weeks. Forget everything else. Like, can we talk about how this is being discontinued? This is like one of the first, if not the first. Actually, this might have been the first eyeshadow palette I ever bought, like high-end one, I think it was. This is not the one I'm wearing. I'm wearing the Urban Decay Naked Heat palette. This is what I'm talking about. But if you wanted to pick this one up too, if you are a little sentimental and you want to get a backup or something, it is half off on Sephora's website right now. But this is a palette that I'm wearing on my eyes right now, and I wanted to mention this one because I feel like it's one of those palettes that got so much hype when it first came out, and then people just like stopped talking about it and it kind of like fell off the radar. I still really love this palette, especially for fall coming up. I just feel like these are such fall-y, warm colors. I don't know, I'm just really into like the matte, warm, smoky eye right now. In Wednesday's video, I'm doing my first fall kind of makeup look, so that will be coming, but I'm just so into fall makeup right now. I'm ready, and we're just gonna have one final moment here. If you would please close your eyes. It's been real. All right, so this next product is one that's a more recent discovery that I am just so into. It's the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer. I did a whole review video on this comparing one side of my face using this. The other side I used like a comparable NYX kind of primer. And this primer is just blowing my mind on multiple levels. And I can notice a difference in my makeup when I put this on. If you have dry skin, this is slightly mattifying, so I haven't been putting it on my forehead. What I really love using this primer for is my upper lip and around my mouth area. That's where I get bad creasing, and I do feel like this helps out with creasing, and also just around my pores. It kind of smooths everything out slightly. It's not like a super blurring pore filling primer, but it is one that somehow adds coverage to the foundation. That is a true claim. And it also just overall makes your makeup look better, blend easier. There's something about this that I'm just really digging. This is pretty pricey normally, so definitely a good time to pick it up during the sale. I wanted to mention 2 perfumes because this is a great time to save some money on perfumes if you're in the market for a new one, or if you're a perfume addict like myself. I actually did my whole perfume collection, so if you want to see all of my perfumes and which ones I reach for most often, I included that in a vlog. I'll pop it in the eye somewhere over here and down below. Penrose Pillow Talk Poet is such a beautiful, unique fragrance. I don't even know how to describe this one. Laundry, but super warm and like a little bit ambery, and it just gives you all the feels, you know? So unique. I've never smelled a perfume quite like this, but you can kind of gauge if we have similar perfume tastes by watching that video because I go through all of them. So if there are some that you like in there, you might like other ones I like, you know what I'm saying? Elizabeth and James Nirvana Black. I have like 3 candles of this. They put the candles on Hot Look sometimes for like half price, so that's where I get the candles. But this is another good one. This is more of like a nighttime one for me. This I feel like I can wear any season, any time of the day. This one is definitely more like musky, a little bit sexier, but still not too much. So 2 of my favorite perfumes right there. So foundations, hard for me to recommend because I have 5 billion that I could recommend. And also it just depends on your skin type, what kind of coverage you're looking for, what you prefer. But if our skin situations are similar, I have dry skin, but I also have a fuller coverage recommendation in here too that worked when I had oilier skin as well. This one actually lasted on my skin pretty well with oily skin too, but it is definitely very dewy, very fresh looking. This is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Nude. Not the normal double wear, not a fan of that one. This is the nude version. It's much lighter coverage, looks like skin, makes your face look super plump, and it lasts on your skin, at least on my skin. It has SPF 30 in it. I use the shade 1C1, but it is too dark, so I have to mix in a little bit of something with it. This would be my foundation recommendation if you want something that's full coverage. And this one has a satin matte, but more on the satin side finish. This is the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. I have a video on this. I've talked about this a shit ton. This is full coverage, or you can mix it in with stuff. Today I actually just mixed these two on my face, and I really like these two mixed because this one adds just a little bit more skin-like look. This one I find looks beautiful on the skin. Like, it gives a really pretty satin finish, but it can crease a little bit. So that's why I mix in something like this, you know, smooth things out, make it so it doesn't crease. But love this. Also worked on my skin when I had oily skin. All right, so this highlighter is just something that I've kind of rediscovered in the past month, I would say, and I've been reaching for it almost every single day. This is the Smashbox Spotlight palette in the shade Pearl. This lightest shade right here is one of the most gorgeous, intense, but doesn't super emphasize your texture kind of face highlights. I also love using this on my inner corner, or if I'm doing like a super natural look, I'll just take a little bit of this on my finger and just swipe it over the lid. Just stunning. I don't usually use these two shades a whole lot. Sometimes I'll use them as eyeshadow, but for my skin tone, this is definitely the shade I go in for, and you can see how friggin' intense it is. But also you can use just like a touch of this if you really lightly touch your brush in, and you can get more of like a natural look. This is what I brought with me on my last trip as a highlighter, and I feel like that always says a lot because if you're depending on like one product the whole time you're traveling, you know, so that was this guy for me. So this is a newer product that I've been loving. This is by Milk Makeup. It's their Cush Fiber Gel in the shade Grind. And the thing I really love about this is that you can just use this on your brows. If I am running out the door, or if I just want like really basic makeup, I've just been combing this through my brows. It adds enough color, it fills them in, but it doesn't look like penciled in brows or anything, since it is just a brow gel. I don't know if I agree with like the fiber. It says it's a fiber brow gel. It doesn't give you the kind of fibers that something like Benefit Gimme Brow does, but it does fill them in. Right now I have it on, but I also put on a little bit of the ColourPop brow gel just to shape them a little bit more. Okay, this guy is still hot, so I'm gonna try not to fry off my skin right now. This comes with 4 different tops. It actually might come with 5. I have 4. I don't know if one is MIA. This is a curling iron from T3 that has these interchangeable wands, which is awesome because then you can get just different styles of curls and different shapes. Some of these are wands and some of them have like the clamp iron. The thing that's unique about this curling iron to me is that it's the first ever clamp iron that I've been able to use on my hair. It might be a combination of me being slightly clamp challenged, but also there's something with my hair, the texture of it, that whenever I've used clamp irons in the past, it just like gets stuck in my hair. It doesn't just like glide over easily like you see on these like Instagram hair videos. No, it'll get stuck halfway. This is the first one I've been able to use. By the way, I have it in today. Like, this is what I use to curl my hair. This is the one I usually use. This is the first one I've been able to use where I can glide it down, curl it, you know, use the clamp, let go, and my hair just has nice curls in it. Your hair doesn't get stuck anywhere. It doesn't tug. It doesn't pull. It heats up super fast, and I just love the look. Let me get on the white so you can really see the curls. I just love the look of curls that this gives. It is super pricey, so this is definitely a good time to pick it up during the sale, or if you know someone who'd want this for the holidays, you could pick it up now and save some money. Start your early Christmas or Hanukkah shopping, you know. Whenever I mention self-tanner in a video, I get so many questions from you guys asking about which self-tanners I use because, girlfriend, I know the struggle. It is hard to find self-tanners for fair skin that don't make you look orange. A lot of the ones that other people talk about, like the Loving Tan Deep and stuff, is just like way too intense if you're around my skin tone. So this is one that I found that I'm in love with. I actually have a couple others that I've discovered, so I might do a separate video on my favorite self-tanners for pale skin. Let me know if you want to see that. But this is one, I've almost gone through half of this now. This is the most easy, no fuss, gradual tanner that I have found. And the thing I love about this is that you don't even have to friggin' shave or exfoliate if you don't want to. It develops quickly. It doesn't leave streaks. If you shave and exfoliate, it'll obviously look a little bit better, but you can literally almost like do this in the dark with your eyes closed and you'll have an even tan somehow. It is gradual, but the color that it gives looks really natural. I actually got my mom hooked on this too. She's definitely way more tan than I am. My mom's probably like an NC40, NC45. I know Alexandra Garza uses this too. I actually found it through her. She's way more tan, so it can work on different skin tones. If you just want a little bit of color, I usually just use this on my legs because it doesn't give you that awkward, like you only tanned your legs and not the rest of your body look. You can't really tell. It just looks like your legs have a little bit of color to them. So if I don't want to do my full body, I'll just use this on my legs. I know we're going into fall mode, so I don't know how many of you guys are interested in tanners still, but I just feel like this is a holy grail product that I'm so glad I discovered. Oops, definitely meant to mention this one when I was talking about hairspray, but this is the hairspray I use and I'm friggin' in love. It's the Living Proof Flex Shaping Hairspray. Best hairspray I've found. It keeps my curls in place, but it doesn't like make them super crunchy. It smells really good, except now that one of you guys commented saying that this smells like Play-Doh, that's all I can smell. So thank you to whoever ruined that for me. Yeah, I literally just smell Play-Doh now. Sorry if I just ruined that for everybody else watching. It gives you like a little bit of shine too. You can still feel your hair. It doesn't feel crunchy. And I'm almost out of this one. This is the travel size. It's 3 ounces. Probably like a couple more uses in here. So I am going to get the full size of this. And I'll probably be purchasing that myself through this sale. Next couple things I mentioned a ton, but if you need them and you can snag them for the sale, might as well. But this is the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream. This is the best moisturizer I've found for eczema and dry skin. This saved my life when I was on Accutane. I'm almost out of this, probably have like a third of the tub left. I haven't been experiencing any more eczema since I've been off Accutane, so that's been great. But my skin is still dry, so I moisturize every time I get out of the shower. But this one I actually found when I was checking to make sure all this stuff was still on Sephora. This one they have now in vanilla, so I'm definitely going to be purchasing that because the scent is like the one downside to this product for me. It just, well, it smells so bad. If you can overlook the scent, you know, just spray like a body splash on or something afterwards. And the other one is the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask. This is just a tiny baby size version because I have my full size one in my empties. You guys will see it in the next empties video. I've already ordered backups of this that are coming in the mail. I don't actually use this at night as like a lip sleeping mask. I love using this in the morning, and if I just want super natural, no makeup, it gives your lips the most plump, full, light pink look to them. They do have different scents, but keep in mind that the different scents are different colors too. Like I don't think you get the light pink kind of milky look with the other ones. I always keep this in my purse, and then I have my full size one in my bathroom usually. You guys know I have a setting spray problem. I'm a little bit of a setting spray fanatic, but this one is, if I could recommend one across all skin types that actually does something, it's the Makeup Forever Mist and Fix. Worth it, worth the money. If you have an event or you just need help keeping your makeup on all day, this one actually makes my makeup stay on longer. It smells not great, not the best scent, but get over it because it's a great product. It gives your skin a little bit of a glow, but when I had oily skin, I didn't find that it, you know, made my foundation break down or anything. It does the opposite. So you get the glow, but it doesn't melt off your face. All right, I think we are on to the last thing in here. I wanted to mention my very well loved and dirty Smashbox liquid lipsticks. These are just some shades that I pulled. I have, I think, their whole line of these. One of my favorite liquid lipstick formulas and applicators. I'll show you guys the wand on here because it's pretty cool. It has like a pointed tip right there with a flat paddle, and it just makes getting in the lines of your lips so easy. So this is in the color Bang Bang, and this is my go-to red shade. If I just want a red that's gonna look bomb, I go with this one. It stays on all day. I can wear this any time of the year, but it is a really good like holiday red too. This one I love. It's a super pretty orangey kind of brick shade. It's in the color Out Loud. I definitely have a few Instagram photos from like last fall, I think, wearing this, so I'll pop one in here if I can find it. And then this is in the shade True Grit, and this is like a full-on brown, which is fun for the fall if you like that, if you're into it. I just love these liquid lipsticks. You can't go wrong with them. The only thing I don't like about these is that now that I've had them for, I've had them for a while, they're definitely expired, but these are products that you need to toss when they're expired because you can feel a change in the formula. Okay, there's one strand of hair I keep eating. So I do need to repurchase some of these because some of the ones that I've used a lot do need to be tossed. So those are all my picks for the Sephora VIB sale. VIB literally hurts the throat to say. I'm gonna have everything listed down below in order so you can click through and shop. But on my lips right now, I'm wearing the Huda Beauty lip contour pencil in the shade Trendsetter. And then I topped it off with this liquid lipstick by BH Cosmetics that I'm in love with. God, this font is small. Martha. My eyelashes are Pure Cosmetics Diva Lashes. So if you enjoyed this video, you can give it a thumbs up. I appreciate it. It helps me out. I love you guys. Thanks for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.